Well, this is a few of the homes along the Niagara River on the Canadian side, and we're just south of Niagara Falls. Gives you an idea how the poor people here live. And this is not unusual for these homes. All up and down the river we would see homes like this. So this is a very unusual one. And this is one of my wife's favorites along the river here. Just very, very nice. Well, that's Maiden of the Mist. We're heading down there. We'll be on that boat. You can see all the blue people down here in the little raincoats because they go under the falls. And that's coming to pick them up. Well, there's the American Falls on the left and Bridal Falls on the right. That's the American side. And then we scan down, and now we're coming upon Horseshoe Falls on the Canadian side. That's Horseshoe Falls, and there's one of the Maidens of the Mist boats, and that will be Flo and I in a very short time. Very interesting.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the world-famous Maid of the Mist boat. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. Bienvenue au bateau renommé autour du monde, Maid of the Mist. For your safety, life jackets and the printed instructions on how to wear them are stored and displayed in various locations throughout the vessel. We encourage you to take a few moments to look at the instructions. Life rafts are also carried on board this vessel and will be deployed by our staff in an emergency. Also, for your own safety, please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and do not stand on the metal boxes on the deck of the boat. Please keep youngsters off all railings. Most of the rock at the base of the falls fell during two spectacular rock slides in 1931 and 1954. 12,000 years ago, the falls were 7 miles or about 11 kilometers downriver at Lewiston. You now see them at their present location because of erosion, sometimes as much as 6 feet. Avec une longueur de 335 mètres ou de 1100. Please keep youngsters off all railings. Une autre fois, pour votre protection, on vous prie de garder les mains et les pieds dans le bateau et de ne pas se tenir debout sur le voile qui est attaché sur le bord. Aussi.
That's the bridge from Canada to U.S. Bridle Falls. And then you have American Falls. And the rocks between American, Bridle, and Horseshoe is Goat Island. I hope you've enjoyed your journey to Niagara Falls and Lady of the Mist and all the blue coats other than the red coats. And then we pan on up in the city of Niagara, Canada. Well, we're at the Morgan Horse Farm in Middlebury, Vermont. It's about 9:30 a.m. in the morning, and the next tour will start at 10. That was the barn. And here's the farmhouse. They just finished brushing and vacuuming the horse. I've never seen them use vacuum cleaners before. But,
you feel better now? That was quite a sigh.
So, and also in here, in the winter, it's very convenient. We do have a lot of snow and ice, so
Yeah.
it's nice to work year round.
Yeah.
this gentleman is thinking of purchasing this horse. He's been here all morning checking her out. He has several daughters, but this is going to be his horse. Sorry, Mandy.
So, Kels,
Yes.
Joe's gonna be.
This is their remount barn, a nursery. This is a destination resort,
Wow. You should realize this.
if I've ever saw one.
Those little boats are going back and forth.
Beautiful port.
Yeah, no.
You can see they're lifting the boats right up. They actually make good life preserve boats too. You don't get submersive. I've been there before. Wow, look at it. Looks like a.
One of the many hotels at Bar Harbor.
That's a great sight. Yeah, take a look.
Well, this is the harbor of at Bar Harbor. You can see the lobster boats here. Has the crane on it. A lot of lobster boats sitting out there. A lot of pretty sailboats. And this is a big indication that this is a destination area. And the beautiful hotel. Where Flo and I are staying. Ha ha ha. This is Northwest Harbor on Desert Island by Bar Harbor. Very picturesque. Unfortunately, the sun is not. Now this is Northeast Harbor, and it's a beautiful little town. We've been in there, got gas, they got quaint little bookstores, and it's just a marvelous place. It's one of my favorites. If you can stand to live this way. Oh, anyway, there you are. It's very gorgeous. Now, this is part of the Acadia National Park. This is not at Bar Harbor, but this is on up the coastline. Very beautiful. You see all the lobster pots out there. There's one of the lobster boats. There's a house out on an island with the lobster boat going by, and I'll try and let you see some of the lobster pots. I'm not sure whether you can see them or not, but there's all kinds of buoys out there. This whole area is loaded with these buoys, just like that. And there you can see some more of them. And this is what the main coastline is like. Here comes a boat in. No words are needed to tell you where this is. There's a lobster boat going out. I think he just dropped off his lobsters right there. I'm standing in front of Louise Dickinson's Rich's home on 132 Cranberry Point Road, Korea, Maine. This is the view from the front of their home. And this is the home that she lived in when she wrote the book about Korea, Maine. What a beautiful view. And this is a 360-degree pan. This is the harbor at Korea, Maine, where Louise lived. A lot of lobster boats out there. And she wrote about all these lobster fishermen. There's a picture of Korea Harbor. And of the church. This is from Cadillac Mountain, overlooking the side of the island that has Bar Harbor. There is the cruise ship and the town of Bar Harbor. There's the cruise ship. And there's the boats and town of Bar Harbor. There's Bar Harbor. And then we'll continue on. Gives you an idea of what the bays look like and the islands. Very, very pretty spot. We're at Fall River, Massachusetts, at the Battleship Museum. That's a destroyer right there that we're panning. And then we're looking at a 40s World War II submarine. And then we're looking at the battleship USS Massachusetts. You see the big 16-inch guns. And this is the type of ship that my dad was on when he was in the Navy. The USS Massachusetts. It's the USS Massachusetts. There's some of the 16-inch guns. There's the superstructure. Now this is in the control room of a 1940 sub.
I like it. It's getting narrated and everything.
Yeah. And there's the helm.
All the way down if you just keep going on this way.
And here's the enlisted men's galley where they ate, mess hall. Now this is up on the bow of the USS Massachusetts. Whether this picture comes out I have no idea. There's the 16 inchers. There's the bridge. And up there is the top of the mast. Okay, this is the 16-inch powder tanks that the bags of powder were in. And Dad used to load these into the 16-inch cannons. They used to go up on that rack and go along into the 16-inch cannons. And then you can see that's the bags of powder out of those canisters. And they go in, and you see all the canisters. And that's what Dad used to do. This is a scale model of 1 mile of the Mystic River back in 1890. Oh, great.
Last year, my folks, my 2 brothers, and I moved from New York to Mystic, and Pa got a good job here as a shipwright.
You aren't going blind. They just turned off the
Came here
lights.
by train. I remember looking upriver from the train and across the river at all the ships being built. But the town sure looked tiny. What would my brothers and I do for fun? Turns out there's a lot to do. Chores, of course. Coming from New York, I never thought I'd have a cow in my backyard. I have to milk her every morning and night. My younger brother and I go to a modern 2-room school with other kids whose pa's are sailors or ship carpenters. One girl in my grade has even sailed to China. After school, we run to the river to see the ships near the bridge. The best thing is when the oxen pull the bridge on its rollers so a ship can pass through. Sometimes we look in the stores and warehouses to see the new things that came by boat and train from places all around the world.
That's downtown Mystic today.
Where my older brother works. He helps the men make barrels for whaling ships. It's a good job, but he'd rather be a sailor.
It takes a lot more than wood to build and fit out a wooden ship. Many trades and industries are needed, and most of them could be found in the village of Mystic in the mid-1800s, the period depicted in this model. While the shipwrights were building the timber frames, installing the planking, and laying the decks, spar makers turned the masts and spars on giant wood lathes.
This is the Mystic Sea Museum, where they make all the whaleboats, they maintain them. That's looking downtown Mystic. That bridge is right downtown to get from one section to the other. Here's a few of the nice little homes. This is the Mystic River. This is what you call a project boat for the foolhardy. It's here to show the construction of what one looks like. This project boat needs a little bottom work. That's pawl post, part of the stem or bow. And this is the bow, and this is what she looks like outside. Australia. There's much work needed on this. I doubt if she'll ever float again.